The one topic I want to talk about today is I was listening to the latest episode that Chris Williamson, that British guy that has a podcast called Modern Wisdom, recorded with Alex Hermosi, and they were talking about how um some of the people that are in a situation where they don't have any responsibilities and they think that they have nothing going on for them and that their life sucks, they don't realize that what that actually means is that they also have nothing to lose. So if you're someone that, compared to that, right? If you're someone that has 100 million in the bank and is running a company, for you to take and make a decision and to take a risk is something that uh, it's a lot riskier than it is for someone that has nothing to lose. Because even though you're risking something, you're taking a risk of some sort, what you're risking is not as valuable and therefore is not as risky as with someone that is much later on and like more advanced in life than you would be risking. So because of that, you literally have nothing to lose. And I was listening to it and I was relating it to this idea, and that is the reason why I think that fighting on the street, when you think about it, is one of the most stupid things that you can do, even if you're the strongest guy on earth, right? Like I remember back in the day, I watched a video where Andrew Tate said that you should never fight in the street because you never know who you're fighting with. You never know how many people are with that guy, are gonna be with that guy. But on top of that, I think that the main reason, and this is something I always thought, why you don't want to fight with a random person, especially not someone in the street, is because they have nothing to lose. And if they have nothing to lose in a fight and you do, because you have a future ahead of you and you have plans and you're disciplined and you're already building things, then that person that has nothing to lose will 9 out of 10 times win. Because the one person that has something to lose, like you, for example, in that case, it's not going to be able to throw the same punches and hits and kicks that the other person, because they're not going to be able to risk as much, if that makes sense. So because of that, if you extrapolate that and you apply that to your own life, just risking it and giving that business model that you've been thinking about for a while and giving it a try is not that big of a risk, mainly because you have nothing to lose if you are in that position, obviously. But if you, and this is something that happened to me, right? And it's something, not something I'm completely over yet, but if you're in a situation where you have absolutely, or at least in your mind, absolutely nothing going for you, and you feel like you're going nowhere in life, then giving that one business model, for example, or that one career path a try is not going to be as risky as you think it will be. You feel like if things go wrong, it's going to be the end of the world, but it will not be, in fact, like that, because you have nothing to lose to begin with. And how that manifested in my life was that somewhere around a year ago, after trying to become a YouTuber myself and giving it a try full time whilst only working part time, and I realized that things were going really slowly and that I was not in a position to give advice, mainly because I'm young. And you do need, at least in my opinion, right? If you want to, for me to have confidence giving my opinion about something and giving someone advice on what to do, I first need a pile of evidence that I actually know what I'm talking about. Otherwise, I'm not going to be confident. And if I'm not confident, then no one's going to pay attention to what I'm saying. So because of that, no one was really paying attention to my videos, and they were probably not even that as valuable as they could have been, because I was not as wise as I will be by the time I'm for example, like 40 or something, right? Because that's getting life advice from a 22-year-old or a 21 or 20-year-old it's like getting advice from someone that just started going to the gym like a month ago. Like you just started living like a year ago and you want to give advice on how to live, man. Like that's not how it works. But anyway, like I gave that thing a try and things were not going well. I was not making any profit, obviously. And I thought to myself, like, hey, what can I do? And then this guy on Discord, a friend of mine, he came to me and he showed me this opportunity to get into high ticket sales. And in that case, it was for the appointment setting part. And he offered me like a course on appointment setting and that I could do it. And I remember that my thinking process at the moment, I was like thinking about all the possible negative outcomes. And I was really, really thinking this through because I didn't know if it was the right decision or not. But then a couple of days later, kind of like ironically, because I'm just talking about the latest episode that they posted, but I saw an Alex Hormozi quote where he was saying the exact same thing. That if you're in a position where you think and you feel like you have nothing going on for you, and you probably don't, that is also one of the best positions you can be because you have nothing to lose. So just risk it. If you're in those positions, you can just quote unquote take as many risks as you can, and it's not gonna matter that much because you didn't have much to lose to begin with. So with that in mind, I decided to get in, and I bought the course, and the rest is just, well, it's not history. I'm not that narcissistic, but like things have gradually been going on better for me in high ticket sales, and it's actually something that where I see that I'm making progress in, and there's like money coming in, which is the most important thing. At least at this moment of my life, of course, right? But yeah, man, just like sorry for my voice as well. Like I feel it's so weak. I'm so tired. 'Cause again, like I've been working all week, like all day, also during the weekend. And well, what I was gonna say is that like, I forgot. But again, like if you have nothing going on for you, then that also means you have nothing to lose, man. And that's just one of the best positions in life that you can be in. If you have no wife, no girlfriend, or no kids, and you're 30 and you have no career, that just means that you can take any direction that you want. You can give anything that you want a try, and it's not going to matter as much. Whereas a 30-year-old that has a family and kids and a mortgage and a car and finance and a lot of those different responsibilities that one can have, this guy is most likely, and I've seen it being the case with my dad, he's not going to be able to pivot anywhere because he just has so many responsibilities and things to take care of that he's just not able to take risks anymore. So be grateful for having the opportunity to have that and take those risks to begin with. That's it. Have a good one, man. Sit by high. You both know you can.